What is up, guys? Illinois Outdoorsman, and today I'm going to bring you guys part 3 of the trolling motor install. I've kind of done bits and pieces of it and jumped it around just to kind of pre-build some stuff. I know the last video was kind of monotonous, so this one we're going to fly right through, guys. This is super simple. We're going to fly right through it, so stay tuned. All right, you guys, so with that being said, we're gonna kind of fly right through this. This is pretty straightforward, I guess. All we're doing here today, we've extended the wiring from here up to the front, and I'll show you guys where I put the switch and everything else at here in a minute. 4 wires is what we're gonna pull out of here. The other 2 wires for the battery, hold it steady. The other 2 wires for the battery actually go to the switch, so it makes that battery cable short. I haven't decided where I'm gonna put a battery yet, but they are hooked up in the switch. So the switch is, like I said before, pretty self-explanatory. It's all labeled in there for what color goes where. I used all the same color wiring, just extending it. Had my own little system to run it all and everything else. So, but with that being said, guys, we're gonna start up here. I just got the cap sitting on here. What we got here, I don't know how well you guys can see that. We've got the 4 wires that go actually down to the motor. Butt connectors, I gotta heat shrink them yet. Run down, run to 7-wire trailer plug. I painted the ends of them red just so I knew which ones were which. Yeah, guys, straightforward. It's gonna look clean. Gonna look like there's this trolling motor. I know you guys are probably wondering how big of a hole did I cut in this boat, and it is a giant hole, you guys. The hole, I don't know how well you guys can see. I get that out of here. The whole back right here is cut out. Let me take this. What I got here is we went over and we built this bracket from the last video, you guys. So right here's your brackets, cutting board. I don't know how well you guys will be able to see it, but we have the cutting board here on the inside as well. That's mounted, bolted all the way through with 5/16 bolts. And then it's got 1/4-inch bolts to bolt this piece right here to the cutting board itself. So the trolling motor is here. Ran the wiring down, got the female plug that will go in the hole. I just have to get another cutting board to cover this up, make it nice, neat, nice, pretty. We'll waterproof all that in there. But yeah, ran the wires through the hole up to where I'm gonna mount the switch at. Let me come around. This is probably gonna be kind of dark here, you guys. I got a couple life jackets hanging from the ceiling. Actually, I'm gonna turn this camera around real quick so you guys can hopefully get some more light and be able to see. So, all right, you guys, there we go. Here's the switch. It is mounted in a Yak Attack rail mount, like I've got back here. I've got one here, one on that side, one here, and then I have one more I'm gonna put on the other side, right over here, to relocate my Yak Attack cup holder, because I do not like the factory one, just because it fills up with water all the time. Just a waterproof box. It's a plastic, 4 screws. It's got a gasket in here. The switch is inside of here. You guys can see part of the switch right here. This is the knob off a heater control knob for a 98 Honda Civic. Fits this perfect if you pull the little metal insert out. Right over the top here right now, it's off. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2. There's off, and then 1, 2, 3 in reverse. There's off. So off is pointed straight forward, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Come down right here, put a little bit of tape right here just to hold it all together. I knocked a 3/8 hole inside in the side of the hole, you guys. Let me get around to the other side here. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it. Probably not very well. You can kind of see it way off over there. Yeah, there you go. 3/8 hole, knocked it in there. And then my power wires for the trolling motor I've got ran right here for right now. I don't know if I'm gonna put a battery in here or if I'll put one in the back tank well. But with that being said, you guys, it's pretty straightforward. Put that in there. It's 4 wires is what you're gonna run from the motor itself to your switch, and then the 2 wires to your battery. Those are the only 2 external wires, so everything's staying internal for here, and then your battery. Pretty straightforward. You guys got it all mounted. Now what I have left is to come up with the steering system. I do know I'm going to probably end up drilling a hole in the shaft here, probably closer down here just to keep it level. Don't know exactly how it's going to work. I got some all thread to do it. I gotta figure it out yet. Don't know if I'm going to use steel cable or weed eater string. That's still kind of up in the air. And the other thing, if I'm going to run it inside the hole and pop it out, or run it on top or outside the hole. So if you guys have a recommendation on that, drop it in the comments down below. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, you guys. Super easy, super easy to pull these trolling motors apart. But yeah, it is, went way smoother than what I thought. I do have a piece of PVC I was going to use to shove in here and drop this down, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll find something to fill that hole in there just from the handle itself. But yeah, you guys, it's a super simple deal. Yeah. Hardest part is actually running the wires in the inside of the hole, just because there's not a lot of access to the inside of the hole in this 12T. It's a matter of fishing stuff. I've got a piece of super thin stainless solder is what I ended up having to run through there and run it 3 different ways to get a hold of and get the wires from here to the middle, and then take them back over to the side so I can get wires pulled. But the mount back here worked out actually a lot better than what I thought it would. I had to cut the center of the inside piece out because of the handle recess. I didn't think anything about it, so I had to cut a hole in the middle of it for the handle recess, but it's still got all the bolts tie into the molding or the plastic on the inside. So that's the only reason I had to cut that hole that big, is to get that piece of cutting board in there. Otherwise it wouldn't have been a very big hole at all. But kind of glad I did, just so I could reinforce the back of this kayak. So this is number 4, step 5 in this project. We're going to be running the steer system. It's going to be off the foot pegs so we can steer with our feet, still keep hands free. So yeah, if you guys, like I said, if you can come up with an idea on the steering system inside or outside the hole or anything else, let me know. Drop it in the comments down below. If you guys like this video sped up just a little bit, if you guys have questions about this part of it, drop it in the comments down below. I will absolutely answer them. Yeah, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and also go follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you guys. I do put stuff on there all the time, too. I share my videos on there just so you guys have a link to them. If you guys have trouble finding my channel or what have you. Yeah. So you guys, until next time, I'll see you out there.